Hello, I'm Pascal, and I'm just going to demonstrate how you very quickly can make a nice walk between two railway stations, which is a classic thing to do so you can go back using the train to your original destination or your starting points. I select planner routes and you select create a route. And I can see now my map area and my instruction area. Now I would like to do a walk near Aberdeen in the northeast of Scotland. And I would like to know where the railway stations are or the train stations. I can do that by selecting a map, but more specifically, I want to have the places of interest because a railway station is a place of interest. You will see on the right side, I can now select what type of places of interest I would like to see. In this case, I'm going to select a type of place of interest, and this is a train station. And here it is. I just type in train and I get from the selection of more than 400 types, the train stations. So here they are. I could go further in the selection, but that's not necessary in this case. I want to go back to my planning. So I would like to go from Turriff to Inverary, from one way to the other, for instance, and I'm going to zoom in and you see the railway station there. I'm going to select from A to B as a routing option, not a round trip in this case, because I want to go from A to B. I want to select a recreational walking route. And how would I like to go from A to B? Well, I'm going to have the nicest hiking path, not the shortest. So I select here the nicest. So I click on, I could enter an address, but in this case, I see where I have to start. So I just click on it and I can select plan via this place of interest. So I'm going to just select it. And since I'm here, I'm also going to add that point of interest to the route. You will see what that means later on. So I zoom out, I can select any other point of interest there, but we wanted to go to the railway station of Inverary. I select that station, plan via this place of interest. And now you see it's definitely not the shortest path you get. So there are quite some detours you get. It's 40 kilometers. You could also switch it in your settings to miles if you prefer that. And I could be done, but if I want to make it a little bit longer, I can still adapt. You can see if I move my mouse, I can still adapt and say, no, I prefer to go along that path. You see now you get a small detour, and maybe I want to put it here so I get a nice continuous route. So you can make it as complex and long as you like. In this case, I want to make it a round trip, voila. And that's a bit of a challenging walk now of 64 kilometers. But that's how you can do it. I can also add this point of interest to the route, and you can keep on doing that. I'm going to stop here. I'm happy with my route, save my route. I would advise you to give a better title and a better description, but you don't have to. And here I save the route. So now that's being converted to a usable route. You will see after a few seconds, points of interest will be added. Immediately, the points of interest I've got here are already added, the ones I selected, so you can click on them. I would like to have a bit more information along my path, and I can do that by editing my route. And what would I like to add it? Not the route planner, not all those options, but I want to add places of interest. In this case, I would like to have 50. This should be maximum 300 meters from my path. And I could select a specific characteristic. I'm not going to do that for the moment. I'm just going to confirm. So now I'm going to get 50 points of interest added along the route. And that's what you see here. Of course, there have to be 50 along that route. In this case, we don't have that much information along that route, but that's what you will get here. Now my route is ready. I can use it via the download button in the RouteYou mobile website or app. You can download the GPX. You can also print. Here are the print options, and you will see the download options are very much extended. I'm just going to show you one of the print options, the guide. for instance, because now I just created a route with all that information of the railway stations. And here's my route. That's me as an author. That's the information I get on the first page. That's the overview of the route. And on each of those points, there's something which is added in the guide. That's your height profile. And here's all the information of the places along your route, the things you will see. And at the end, you will also find the QR codes. Here's our railway station where we will end. And here's our QR code. And you can just scan it and go straight away to your smartphone to make the walk, or use the download for any of the GPS solutions. Have fun with it.